you're a home buyer, somebody or a young person looking to buy a home, you need a bit of a reset.
There is a possibility on the other side of this that inflation could actually be quite low.
I'm Travis, founder and host of Real Estate Mindset. And today we're gonna dig into what's going on in the Houston, Texas area as it pertains to tiny homes. And I'm gonna take you guys to two separate sections in Houston. One where there's allegedly a high illegal migration area, and then after that, a tiny home community that is not full of illegal immigration. So we're gonna compare, exactly the differences in the two, because the area with the illegal immigration, you guys, has literally no regard for quality of workmanship. It is an absolute disgusting place to live. There's wild dogs all over the place. There's manufactured homes next to stick-built houses. Things are burnt down, falling apart. So I'm gonna show you guys the differences in those two. Now, here's where I'm going on the map. All right, so you guys can see that we are going north of Houston. So there's Houston right there. We're gonna go north this way to the New Caney area. And let me zoom in for you guys so you know exactly where I'm going. So the first place I'm gonna cover is right here where I'm circling. This is Tavola West. So I'll be going to Tavola West, and then I'm gonna go to an area right here, which is in Cleveland, that's called Santa Fe. Now, this is the one with the illegal immigration right here. So there's a ton of stuff saying that all of the illegal immigrants are coming to this area. So as we tour that area, it's gonna be interesting to see if we see any differences of that area versus the area I'm in right now. And you guys, take a look at behind me, okay? I've brought you guys to do this opening scene to a massive new home building community that not only has, obviously, tiny houses, but they have a lot of stick-built houses, so they're mixing them. But let me show you the subdivisions and the listings that we're gonna review today. Now, this is the first area we're gonna cover. I'm gonna tell you guys right now, it's Santa Fe. There's really not a lot of information on that, but it is Santa Fe. Now, the second area we're gonna cover is Tavola West. You guys can see $25,000 price points. And real quick, you guys, going back to the other subdivision, there are some price cuts here of $80,000. So the ones that we're looking at Santa Fe, some of them up to $80,000. And don't forget, this is the area where the DOJ is suing one of the developers for predatory lending against the illegal immigration, against the illegal migrants. Now, I'm gonna be taking you guys to a few listings. Take a look at this first listing. This is a tiny house at 808 square feet. There has been a massive amount of price cuts. You can see on the very bottom there, it says it was originally listed at $199. It's all the way down to $119. That represents an $80,000 price cut, only $148 a square foot. So that one's a little bit better. Take a look at the second one. The second one also a price cut of about $10,000. This one's selling for more at $163 a square foot. That's in the Santa Fe area. So we're gonna go to Santa Fe section 7, then we're gonna go to Santa Fe, and then we're gonna end here, you guys. This is Tavola West. You can also see $24,000 price cuts in Tavola West for the tiny houses. These ones are gonna be 1,013 square feet, and the price per square foot is $177. So we got a lot to cover today. I really hope you enjoy it. I also have Luke from Market Mania that flew all the way down to Texas to capture some of this. So if you guys can, comment below, let me know what your thoughts are. Now, obviously, I don't want this to be about illegal immigration, but I do want to point out the differences in development in those areas. And the biggest thing of all, I hope you guys enjoy. Alrighty, we got to Santa Fe section 7, which is full of little houses. I have Luke right here. You guys see Luke with Market Mania, giving him a tour of these tiny house communities. And I wanted to show you guys the first one, and this is about 800 square feet. There has been an $80,000 price reduction. It's for sale for $119,000. So I think that's what, like 40% discount, but 800 square feet. Let me show you guys right now. Take a look, just give you guys a better idea. That's it. It's a little house right here. It's about $140 a square foot. So it's a little bit more in line with what it should be for a new build. But I also want, again, to, make a point that, there's a lot of information saying that a lot of the illegal immigration is coming out to this area in Cleveland, Texas. Again, this is a Santa Fe subdivision. And I'm gonna, again, pan. I wanna get you guys the other side of the house real quick. The door's right here. You guys see the door. So you got your door right there. Very small house, you can see, pretty small. The neighbors right there. It's a little bit troubling to me the lack of subdivision. Basically, it looks like the builder just threw up all over the place here. We got manufactured housing. We got houses that are half built. We have single wides, double wides. I'm gonna give you guys basically a pan of this whole area, but this is not quality, you know, at all. Let me show you guys right now. You know, all of that, you got all these utilities here. There's a lot of buildings still. You can see the, you know, that's for the flooding. You got stick builts right through there. You got manufactured here. But I'm gonna tell you guys right now, if you guys come here to this area of Santa Fe, Cleveland, I mean, this is why HOAs exist. You got so much just thrown up together. You got no fences. You got various forms of construction, various style. I mean, this is an absolute mess. But let's show you a few other styles of tiny houses, and then we'll keep this video going. So behind me, we have our additional tiny house. This is a 2-story tiny house right there. It's a little bit bigger, super small still. And I'm gonna be honest, I know why, just walking around here, why the Department of Justice has a lawsuit against one of the developers here for predatory lending for the illegal immigration. I mean, no one's buying this stuff, you guys, unless they're not from here, because who the heck wants a tiny house? Well, first of all, I don't want to talk trash to people that gets tiny houses. I don't want people to get offended, but my God, don't buy this. This is horrible. And you don't know who your neighbors are. Down the street right there, it looks like that house has been burnt down. This is why we need HOAs. This is absolutely a disgrace of a community. They got manufactured homes again. But if you want this little tiny house right here, you know, off on its own, this may be the place for you. But I'm gonna tell you guys again, I don't know if the immigration is coming from Eagle Pass to this Cleveland area, but this is a high illegal migration area, and I would assume that is the only people that are buying this. Now, this is very, very cheap, but again, let me show you the other side of the neighbors. I mean, look at the neighbors. Y'all see that? They're working on a boat back there. There's trash everywhere, you know, and it's like that all over. They threw up houses all over. There's absolutely no structure. But again, you got your 2-story tiny house. If you want that tiny house, they are slashing prices like crazy. It's just personally, I don't think it's a good deal. And let me show you again, like the other area, let me show you the drainage. Right there, that's your drainage. That doesn't look very good, if you know what I mean. Uh-oh, there's a dog right there in the middle of the street. You see that dog in the middle of the street right there? See that? Like right there. That is a dog. It is looking at us. I'll tell you right now, there's something about Luke. They want Luke, man. This guy is attracting dogs like crazy. I don't know what you're doing, man, but these dogs are coming up on Luke. This is a very dangerous area of Cleveland. Again, this is Santa Fe, Section 7. I'm going to show you one more, and we'll do a little tour to show you how bad this community actually is. Stay tuned. All right, so still in Santa Fe, Section 7, I wanted to show you some of what the neighbors look like if you want to buy here. Again, this is an absolute disgrace. All of the Santa Fe section is there. I would never live here. But look at your neighbors. We got 2 single-wide manufactured homes right on top of each other with trash all over. Look at this. Look at that. Isn't that crazy? This is like a third world country right here. Santa Fe, you know, there's definitely a lot going on in Santa Fe. A lot of corruption, a lot of mafia stuff, a lot of the immigration all comes here, and they do not give a crap about the residents and how the community looks. I mean, this is an absolute, I mean, I've never seen anything like this. And look at across the street, there's another house over there. The roof is missing, but look across the street. You got this single wide right there. You see that? The single wide right there, and then you have the house we were just at, the double right there. Look at this. This is just so absolutely ridiculous. It's really hard for me to put it in words. But if you want a tiny house and you want to pay more per square foot than a normal house, this may be the area for you. Okay, take a look at what I found. So if you want to be in the Santa Fe Section 7 area, oh my gosh, take a look at where your mail's at. Personally, I've never seen anything like this before. So if you want to get your mail, looks like this is a community mail right here. I mean, you guys, it's just, you know, when I see things like this, it's just crazy. They don't want to give nothing to no one. They're just putting everything, they're throwing it up on the residences. Again, you know, when I come here, it starts to make sense on why they have a lawsuit, predatory lending. I mean, this is freaking bonkers, Luke. Holy smokes, man.
I know, yeah, this one's even open.
I mean, that one's open. I mean, my gosh. And again, look at what's next to the mail center. You have a manufactured home right there, single wide, that's boarded up. And then you have just random new tiny houses just mixed in. It's not even next to each other. I don't think we found maybe 2 at max that were next to each other. And then you have your double That's a double, two-story right there. So there's absolutely zero organization out here. I mean, everything is absolutely thrown up. This is crazy. Why? How did this happen? I must know more. Anyways, let's go to a different scene. Well, it is starting to rain, unfortunately, but on our way out of Santa Fe Section 7 to Santa Fe, we actually found a property where they're building a house around a house. I've never seen anything like this. I had to pull over. Oh my God, there's a whole bunch of dogs that are gonna attack us. But I had to show you guys because I've never seen this before. This is freaking nuts. Look at this. Okay, so you can see they're building a house inside a house. And then there's the dogs over there. Y'all, this place is absolutely mind-blowing. Absolutely mind-blowing. I mean, this is like nothing I've ever seen in my life. Never seen this before. All right, we made it out safely to the Santa Fe portion of Cleveland, and I'm about to show you guys a house that's for sale for $150,000, and it's 920 square feet. It's also for rent as well. I'm going to show you guys right now. So here's the tiny house right here. Very small, 920 square feet. You can see there's not really a fence. Now, right next to it is another tiny house right there. This one looks a little bit bigger. That one is for sale or for rent. So both of these are for sale or for rent. Super small. Obviously 920. It is new though. Now you can see here. So again, it's for sale or for rent. So you got your rent signs, obviously. You got trash all over the place. You know, someone just threw all this trash. You got alcohol bottles, Coronas, you got all kinds of stuff here. So pretty much this entire section of Santa Fe and Cleveland is about the same. It's just sporadic houses, random lots, and they're just dumping houses. They're selling it to the first person. And another thing is, we looked at the rent as well for houses like this, and we looked at the cost of the lot. You guys, there's a premium. This costs the same amount of money to rent here than it does in the area that I live in. And it's probably because people are paying a premium because, and again, I'm trying to be sensitive here, but they're probably paying a premium because it's illegal immigration. The migration here is illegal, so they're probably paying a lot more for the lot. There are $45,000 for these lots, which is crazy, and it's about $1,600 or $1 a square foot to rent. In some places where I live, I can't even get $1 a square foot. They are taking advantage of people. I'm gonna tell you that right now. They're taking advantage of people that are worried about being here, and they're charging them crazy money. And again, there's no subdivision here. Right next to both these tiny houses you guys see, look, single wide mobile home. Let me go on the street just so you guys can really try to understand. And we're gonna end the video by going to an actual tiny home community that is in a normal place, not like this kind of illegal immigration situation. But look down the street, look at this. You got manufactured homes and you got houses. We found so many houses that are not yet complete. It's like whoever was working on the house just stopped building it right in the middle of construction. So you drive down here, there's tarps for roofs, there's houses that are not even insulated, and there's people living there. There are people living in houses that are falling apart and not even complete. So holy smoke, pick your poison, right? But again, you guys want these tiny houses? Here's another one right here. It's only about, this the blue one right there, this one. It's only $150,000, 920 square feet. So anyways, guys, but again, like I said, we're gonna end on an actual community that has tiny houses, not this like sporadic, like you go down a half mile, there's another one. You go down half mile, there's another one. And then in between that are houses that are falling down and condemned and single wide mobile homes. It's not even double wides. It's like they won't even give you a double wide mobile home. They're not even giving you a fence. They're not even giving you utilities. It's just what the hell is this place? Definitely the Twilight Zone out here. All right, now talking about, you know, the importance of getting an inspection, even on new homes, just wanted to show you guys, that looks like a 2x4 that's in the foundation. So not sure why they kept a 2x4 in the foundation, but just another reason. And then take a look at, they don't have any, not only do they not have gutters, look at that flashing. Look at the flashing job here, guys. I mean, look at the flashing up there. Look, it's pulling up here. I mean, there's no drainage. Look at the crappy job on the foundation. I mean, geez, my God. And my point is get a home inspection. Is that right, Luke? Yeah. My God, dude. You guys are gonna freak out when I show you what I'm about to show you. So we're in another section of Santa Fe, towards closer to the highway. It's a little bit more complete here. The tiny houses are right next to each other, but there is an entire street of spec houses. A lot of speculation here. Absolutely no one buying these houses. They range from anywhere from about $159,000 to about $200,000. $1,000, and they're anywhere from 800 square feet to 1,200 square feet. And I want you guys to look at the sites and look at the drainage real quick. Okay, so super tiny houses. I mean, look at the drainage, my God. And you also have utilities in front of the yards. You have literally utilities in front of the yard. These ones are probably like the 1,200. You got 2 stories right here, but look at these sites, man. There's trash all over the place. Nothing's, look at this. This is not draining. This is just sitting here. This is absolutely insane. And this goes all the way down. So what I'm going to do this last scene here is I'm going to walk up the street and I'm going to show you guys additional styles of tiny houses. Again, I don't think you should buy these. These are expensive per square foot. It's a huge scam. I think they're building these things, charging a premium and giving these to the people that are here illegally. So I'm going to show you about two or three more models. And I'm also going to show you, you probably, if you're interested in the Santa Fe area, be very, very cautious because it doesn't look like it's draining properly here. And we've only had a half a day of rain. Take a look at these models and then I'll show you the ditches. So you got the 2-story on that side. Okay, 2-story, 2-story. You got your 1-story. This is, I think, 800 square feet right there. And then it goes down all the way down the street. Take a look at this. I mean, look at the water. It's just staying in those ditches. I mean, this is really, really bad. Really bad. You got no infrastructure here. But not only do you have no infrastructure, from what I can tell, naked eye, I don't know this for sure, you have absolutely no pride of construction here. They are literally not giving you nothing, not even a fence. They're doing the bare minimum and selling it at a luxury price. Holy smokes. And how about the speculation, guys? I mean, this is a massive amounts of speculation. I don't think a single home is sold. Maybe one house is sold. Maybe this, actually, I think this house is sold right here. So I think the blue house is sold, but everything else is not. Look at across the street. All of that speculation on the left, all speculation here as well. You can see all the signs. So we got a lot of stuff in the Santa Fe area, a lot of different stories out in this area. I'm not sure if I should continue to cover it, but here's our tiny home community in the Cleveland, Santa Fe area. Enter Tavola West. Now this is a proper tiny house subdivision. And what you get if you're here legally, it's the illegal immigration areas that have complete disaster zones. But this, honestly, you guys, this isn't too much. I just wanted to start at the end of the street here and I'm going to do a walkthrough. And I want you guys to pay attention. The lots look okay as far as trash, but super muddy. Now you guys are going to see, basically, these are the tiny homes right here. Y'all know how important it is to me to review comparable data, you know, to start reviewing it based on price per square foot. So these new homes are going for $180 a square foot. Normal new builds, you're gonna find for $140 to $150. So this is about 20 to 30% more expensive than normal builds because you have the tiny house. And the really crazy thing is again, there's just so much speculation. Let me walk down here real quick. I'm going to show you how far this goes down because this community of Tavola West has a lot more building to do. They have massive lots up here, a lot more stuff to do. But, you know, these townhouses, they're all the same. Look at it. Look at one more time, guys. I mean, it's the same everywhere. Look at that. Very, very, very tiny. Again, I think it's 1,012 square feet or 1,017, goes all the way down. You have all this land over there as well. And I can't help but note the differences in characteristics from community to community, again, based on illegal immigration and just basically being a native. I mean, there's no comparison. Where we're just coming from is just an absolute hellhole. But where we're at right now is at least it's a community. They don't have utilities above ground. The drainage looks super nice. There's a park. And houses are right next to each other. You're not next to a single wide mobile home or a house that just burnt down, you know? So it's just so much different. I'm gonna do a 360 because this subdivision is really massive. And actually, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be able to take the drone up. So I hope you guys are enjoying the drone overlays. But take a look, guys, and then we're gonna finish this out. So another part of the subdivision over there, a lot of houses over there, but they got all this to work on. Over there as well, they got a ton of land still developing. All this, obviously. But look at all that speculation. I mean, that is a lot of speculation. I'm going to be very, very interested to see how this fares going into a potential recession and unemployment unhinged. I mean, You would think, you know, places like this are going to be better off because this is the most affordable, right? Affordable housing in the entire city of Houston. But you get what you pay for. It's actually more expensive. These houses are more expensive than even luxurious and luxury houses because of the price per square foot. So I'll be keeping my eyes on this as the turmoil starts to continue, but I hope you guys like this. I'm gonna go ahead and do my conclusion. And don't forget, I don't know if I asked you yet, but like the video, subscribe if you haven't already. We were fighting through dogs, cannibalistic dogs trying to eat us. My shoes are absolutely a disgrace right now, full of mud. So I really hope you guys are enjoying this. Again, like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and shoot me a comment below. So in conclusion, if it's me, overall, I'm staying away from a tiny house. I'll get a house that's maybe 50% bigger for the same price per square foot. Okay, so again, if I take a house that's maybe 1,300, 1,400 square feet, I could probably buy that house for the same or cheaper as some of these tiny houses. So overall, just get, you guys, a normal house. And this ending scene, I'm gonna walk down the street because I hope you guys can respect how absolutely disgusting and filthy these job sites are. I mean, this is why I have so many issues. I have no love almost for these people because look at the trash here. I mean, look at the trash, literally. It's the worst I've ever seen. I've never seen a work zone as messed up as this. So it is what it is. Hope you guys like that ending scene. Just be cautious, guys. Always get a home inspection. Always do your research. You know, look at the comps, see how much everything's going for. Look at the crime, look at the demographics, look at the migration. There's a lot that goes into purchasing a house. If you're just out there using your emotions to buy, you may make the wrong move. And the system is designed in a way to profit off of your bad decision. And other than that, guys, again, like the video, subscribe if you haven't already. I really hope you enjoyed it. And if you're out there investing in real estate, you guys already know we wish you luck and we hope you win.